The story of Colonel Sanders, founder of the KFC restaurants. At 5 years old, he lost his father. At 16, he dropped out of school. At 17, he was fired from 4 jobs. At 18, he got married and became a railroad conductor. At 19, he became a father to a little girl. At 20, his wife left him and took their 1-year-old baby daughter with her. At 22, he joined the Army, applied to law school, and faced rejection after rejection from school and the jobs he was at. He then became an insurance salesman. Another failure to be added to his messy resume. He decided to be a cook and a dishwasher at a small cafe. At 65 years old, he retired. On the first day of his retirement, he received a check from the government for $105. What a slap in the face. How could he survive on a $105 monthly budget, he thought, at such an old age? Feeling like a total failure, he decided to commit suicide. He sat under a tree, writing his suicide letter and will. Then all of a sudden he thought of writing instead what he would have accomplished had he had the choice to start his life all over. He realized there was so much he hadn't done yet. One thing he realized, that he could do like no one else. Actually, he could do it better than everyone else. That was cooking. Cooking the best chicken anyone had ever tasted. He borrowed $87 to buy a fryer and his recipe ingredients. He lived on his unique fried chicken recipe, trying to sell it door to door to his neighbors in Kentucky, as well as trying to license it to restaurants. He was rejected yet again, 1,009 times from the restaurants he tried to license his recipe to. The 1,010th restaurant gave him his yes moment. KFC was born. At 88, Colonel Sanders became a multi-billionaire and KFC the second biggest food empire. Now, KFC has over 20,000 locations in 123 countries.
You prayed that God would give you a tithing person, but I understand the colonel vowed to God to tithe even before he had accepted Christ as his Savior. When he first started Kentucky Fried Chicken, he said, is that true, Colonel?
That's right. I prayed to God that he'd make this thing a success. I had done so many things in life and it had played out. Looked like the ferry boat business went out of business when they built a bridge across the river. And my lighting plant business, selling gas lights, when Delco come in, or they had electric lights for the farmer, I couldn't sell mine.
Yeah.
So things just went bad for me all the way along, but I always grabbed up something that I thought was useful and good. And I wanted to be sure that this chicken looked like it was my last chance, because I'm getting pretty well up in years. And if this chicken would make good, I'd see that God got his part of it. But I've given away millions of dollars since then. That's come in as a result of God's leading me in my business, no question about it. I just tell them, Brother Rogers, the people say you want anything, pray for it. I don't pray for anything. I know that I'm giving God my tithe, doing all I can for him, so my prayers is every night is to thank God for all the blessings I've received all during the day, the years. And just think, here I am enjoying good health, practically, of course. My eyesight's getting bad now, and my hearing is failing a little bit. But there's time for it to begin to wear out toward me. And I think I've reached that time. I still think that God's done a great thing. I don't pray for him to give me any better eyesight than I got it. Because it's his will. Be awful thankful that he's led me as far as he has.
I'll tell you, at 89 years of age, I think he's doing very, very well, don't you? What a blessing.
Moral of the story? You have what it takes to be successful. Don't give up.